Okay, I'm just going to say right now, I knew that, I share my feelings doing these videos all the time, you know, so it's not really anything wrong. I knew that it was a good idea to feel optimistic going forward after what I was saying yesterday. But I, in no way, shape, or form, thought this was going to happen this soon. What do I mean by this? How about the fact that Hot Ones is coming back, and it's going to be a week from yesterday, so 6 days from now. Yes, I'm so happy. I'll get into more on that in a second because I want to talk about the new lineup. Excuse me. Anyway, between the new season of Hot Ones starting up, Peas Macarons opening up on Saturday, and the fact that, we have Father's Day this weekend, it's not even going to be a week, and I think it's going to be pretty darn good. So, man, I'm hoping I'm right about that. Good morning, and happy Friday, everyone. Although, actually, before I continue, speaking of Peas Macarons, they're actually having a live stream ribbon cutting today. Which, it's really only their immediate friends and family, which is cool. But, it's going to be live stream, so that's going to be neat. Which, again, is fine. I'm going to be really busy this afternoon anyway, so, I'm sure there's probably going to be a way to watch it from the very beginning, later, because that's how, even if you don't catch it live, you can definitely just watch sort of like a rerun of it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So I gotta talk about a little bit of Celebrity Watch Party because I may have said I like watching stuff like, Dr. Pimple Popper and stuff, but I know exactly what does make me squeamish, and that's watching plastic surgery. I say that because during Celebrity Watch Party, they watch a show that I'm sure a lot of you have heard of called Botched, which is basically people and clients who've had bad plastic surgery jobs, and they gotta try and get that fixed. And yeah. That was something. I was just saying, because seriously, even just watching the conversational aspects of Botch, the doctors and the patients are consulting what's going to happen. I don't know, I feel all uneasy and all tingling, I feel uncomfortable. I mean, it's uncomfortable in a good way. I can watch it, but I understand, don't show that again, please. So, there was, I talked about the last show I talked about the last show first, which I was going to save at the end, but whatever. They watched Gordon Ramsay Uncharted, which, I've seen bits and pieces of. It's pretty good. $1 Million Listing in Los Angeles, where they talk about a home that was estimated $30 million when it was bought for $25 million or something. Apparently Alicia Keys bought that house, which I'm cool. I love me some Alicia Keys, so that's really neat. They watched Don't, which is a weird looking game show, whatever. But yeah, so there's Celebrity Watch Party. How about? Actually, you know what? I think I can. I don't want to give everything away just yet, but I think one of the main reasons why Botch sort of makes me feel uncomfortable in a way really does stem from the fact that I too have had work done. Yeah, I have. I mean, well, you know what? I already mentioned the fact that I was on a weight loss journey. I might as well sort of round it out with this. I mentioned how, like, I was in no way, shape, or form looked bad, but it really was all around, like, my midsection and upper torso. But easily the worst part about it was, now, I don't want to say, like, having this particular thing is bad, but it looked unsightly and it really wasn't very good for me. And that's the fact that, to put it in perspective, I actually had boobs. Give you a second to get some laughs out of there. But yeah, I actually had man boobs. I really did. I mean, this was like years ago because here's the thing. When I started when I started off my weight loss journey, it was pretty much all like 2-a-day cardios. And, it was a lot of running. I mean, I was training for the Wine Glass Marathon. It had to be that way. So, one thing I absolutely had to do for all the long runs I was doing was, and here's the thing, I did have boobs, but they weren't like, cartoonishly big or anything. In fact, looking back at it, I would say I would have passed because I was definitely not an A cup. Like, basically, I'm pretty much like, oh man, I'm an A cup now. Because let's be honest, pretty much, if you're flat chested, I have no idea how bra sizes work. I am sorry. I am totally probably botching this. But let's say at the time I was probably a B cup. And whenever I ran, in order to keep, my nipples from chafing, I had to use tape. I used up a lot of tape over the years. It got to the point where there would always be like adhesive material where the tape was. And that became even more unsightly. And so my mom actually walked up to me and asked, why are you using all that tape? And then I explained what happened. And she's like, well, you ever thought about getting rid of it? I'm like, can I even afford it? So, yeah. So around March of 2015, I actually had a plastic surgery and got rid of my man boobs. And I'm sure some of you are still thinking, okay, Nick, it sounds like a good story, but I get the feeling you're making this up. All right, if you think I'm making it up, I'll tell you this. My doctor for the operation, who had the same name as I do actually, he told me that by the time the surgery was over, I had lost 5 pounds altogether. Give you a second for any of you guys to process that. So, yeah. This is a great way to start off this next 100 days, isn't it? It's probably going to be the most talked about thing ever. Anyway, so, yeah. I've had plastic surgery before. And it still fucks my pecs right now. Still pretty good. Still hold out really well. I mean, because here's the thing, I had scars for after the surgery, and I would feel around for them a lot, but I haven't felt around for them in forever, which I guess is probably a good thing, because the best kind of plastic surgery is the stuff that you had no idea happened. I mean, you guys all know it happened now, but come on, it happened. The surgery happened 5 years ago, and more than 5 years ago, actually. So, yeah, I can walk it off. Although I'll never forget that time, because around the time I had the surgery, no kidding, that's actually when Steven Universe had showed off the very first gay couple. Yeah, remember when I did my thoughts on the Steven Universe a while back? That was around the time that they made Ruby and Sapphire a couple on Steven Universe. So yeah, it was right around that time. Which I thought was, I guess that time in my life is always just going to stick by me just because of everything that was going on, I guess. But yeah. that's the story of how I had plastic surgery. And maybe I should make the title of this video that time I got a boob job. That'll probably get views, right? No, I shouldn't do it. Oh, maybe I will. I don't know. I'll think about what the title of this video is going to be after I'm done here. So, with all that out of the way, how about we talk about the newest season of Hot Ones? And there's actually quite a lot to think and talk about. Specifically, how, for starters, you know, how the setting is going to work, because, I mean, again, they can't really do much. They can't really do much in the studio, so they're pretty much going to do what they did with Bert Kreischer, you know, essentially mail all 10 of the hot sauces to, you know, the guests, and, you know, they eat wings along with Sean. Or vegan wings, or possibly nuggets, or whatever it is they're going to be eating. But, yeah. Man, I'm just really excited for Hot Ones, though. I really am. Like, I knew it was going to be coming back soon. I didn't think it'd be this soon. And, yeah, I guess the fact that the sun was shining in my face yesterday, kind of like how the sun is shining right now, is a metaphor for, you know, good times really are on the horizon. And, you know, again, tomorrow we have the opening of Peas Macarons, which I am very much excited for. So much so that I have an outfit, but an outfit for the opening that I cannot wait to show off tomorrow. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I actually did have one idea as to what today's video was going to be, but you know what? I'll save it tomorrow. Because I've given this a lot of thought. And I do mean a lot of thought. Based on all the information that I've read about, all the information I've seen, all the posts I've read, all of it, I think it's time I gave, at the very least, what I think is my answer for this one all-important question for my area, and that is, what is it about Peas Macarons that makes it so great? Because, well, I would like to say why, but honestly, I would need an entire... I'll say that for tomorrow's video. That's all I'll do. Because I really do want to, like, talk about it in earnest. Especially when there really is quite a lot to talk about. But with the opening of Peas Macarons being 27 and a half hours from now, because literally it's 6:30 in the morning as I'm at this moment in time, you know, it should give me a good one more day to think about what I want to say before I say it. So, yeah. I'll save that video for tomorrow, so it'll give me more time to think, how exactly am I going to word this? What exactly am I going to say? And for that matter, well, here's the thing. I already know what I'm going to be ordering from Peas Macarons. But hopefully there's going to be more information on what the flavors are going to be. I have to say that for... So, yeah, look forward to tomorrow's video. Definitely look forward to the hot sauce reveal I have in the link in the description down below, because Hot Ones is coming back. And feel free to laugh your head off at the fact that I, in fact, had surgery. Plastic surgery. Work done, if you will. Yeah. Figured I might as well talk about it now. Plus, honestly, I really like having to run and not having to worry about... Okay, well, I should explain. Very rarely do I still need tape on my nipples. But that's really only if it's going to be a very hot and humid day. Or, I mean, I still have to do it for running the marathons. Seriously, like, no matter what sort of shape you're in, you definitely need to do it for the marathons. You know, tape your nipples. You have to. It's just, you just do. But yeah, What a great way to start off this 100 days, isn't it? Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on the social media platforms. Turn those notifications on YouTube. I am very humble in this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I hope we have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. All right, Friday. I get myself some Ritas today. That's going to be really good. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat with me or to lend an ear, I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.